All right, what's going on, everybody? We are on the ground at Perryville Municipal Airport. That's going to be Kilo Papa Charlie Delta. We've got a discovery flight scheduled for today. Let's go ahead and do our pre-flight walk around here. Then we'll get the passengers in the plane, get started up out on the road. All right, go ahead and take those out. I did find out it's a lot easier if I go ahead and start with the pitot. Take out static port. I'm right here. We're going to go ahead and check the nose strut. Strut is good. Go ahead and check tire. It's good. Alright, checking the leading edge of the wing here. Things good to go. Glass on all the lights looks good. Go ahead and grab this right aileron. Good to go. Take a look at the right flap. Good to go. Now, a lot of people think you have to click on these. You don't actually have to click, you just hover on it. Right strut's good. Right tire's good. Alright, go ahead and check out the stabilator. Technically, this is a stabilizer. This, you know. Alright, rudder. Go. Alright, go ahead and check out the left flap there. Go ahead and grab the right flap. Flip it around. Good to go. Alright, that should be almost everything. Go ahead and take these chocks out. Only thing I don't like is you have to get kind of close to them. There's that strut, and then I grab this tire. Alright, tire is good to go. Let's go ahead and get inside. We will go ahead and pull up the checklist. I'm not going to request boarding just yet because I want to go ahead and get a lot of this done before we get the people in here, because once we get the people in here, it's going to be kind of awkward if I'm talking to you with them there. So, my name is Fox. If you guys don't know, we try to keep it realistic. So if I've got virtual passengers in here, then we're going to treat it just like regular. Let's go ahead and go to the checklist. Pre-flight inspection, pitot tube cover removed. Check. Parking brake is set. Check. Switch is off. Check. Avionics off. We're going to go ahead and turn on master and battery on. Check. Let me go ahead and just pull up my... Alrighty. PFD to come on, check. Fuel quantity is good. For today's flight, check. Low fuel announcers, we just have the 3 announcers we need, low volts, oil pressure, and vacuum. Go ahead and turn these back off. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Sure. Yep, it's in my little halfway notch, so we are good. Fuel selector valve to both. Fuel selector valve both. Static pressure is off. Static pressure is off. Alright, I already checked all those on the, while we went around the outside. Just gonna speed through these real quick. We did not check the oil level. Get out and check the oil. We are in career mode, so we do need to make sure we are taking care of our plane here. Alright, take a look at it. It is good. There we go. Alright, let's get back in. Can't believe I forgot to check the oil. Alright, left wing leading edge, we checked it. Pre-flight inspection, main wheel, check. Pre-flight inspection, check, check. We're starting engine. Alright, let's go ahead and test our brakes. Brakes are moving. Everything's turned off. Check. Avionics master switch off. Check. Fuel selector valve on both. Yeah, somehow that got moved over, so it's a good thing we double checked it. Fuel cell valve open. Check. Starting engine with battery throttle. We're going to go ahead and crack that open. Go ahead and pull our mixture all the way out. Check and check. Standby battery. Go ahead and arm that. Engine indicator system. Make sure we don't have any X's on the engine. So that's this area here. This is all calm. It doesn't count. We are good. And those will cancel out anyway. Second. Alt and battery on. Go ahead and turn that beacon on. Let people around us know we're getting ready to start up. There we go. Alright, engine is cold, so we are going to go ahead and turn the fuel pump on. I go ahead and open up the mixture, then shut it, and we'll turn that fuel pump back off. Check, 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 check. Ignition switch to start, and we are going to advance the mixture as it starts. There we go, we are started. Go ahead and set us 1,000 RPM. Oil pressure is good in the green. Low volts is off. Navigation lights, go ahead and turn those on. Avionics switch, bus 1 and 2 on, check. They don't want me starting up before they're boarded. So let's go ahead and get people in here.
Everything's ready, Ashley. You can initiate boarding. All noted.
All right, and they're both gonna sit in the back. Nobody wants to sit next to me. That's cool. Pretty sure their breath stinks anyways. All right, let's get started back up here. So mixture is out. We're gonna go ahead and flip this to start. Push
Captain,
in.
if there's a day made for flying, this is it.
Right?
Captain, please welcome aboard Chris and his brother. We've been meaning to arrange this ride over the place aisle. Now's the perfect chance to do it with you.
Hey Chris, hey brother, how's it going?
If your passengers
Welcome
fasten
aboard.
their seatbelts, you can go.
Alright, not quite yet. Alright, so all of that was good to go. Before takeoff, parking brake set, check. Brake is set, we are good to go. Flight controls free and correct. Left aileron good. I guess I can actually show you guys what I'm looking at here. Left aileron good. Now in 2020 I had presets, I can see it on the shadow there, right aileron good. Elevator is good. And I can barely see that the rotor's working back there. Alright. 2020 I had quick looks programmed, but I haven't programmed those yet on this one, so have to ignore me on that. Flight instruments, no red X's. Barrow is set. Let's go ahead and grab our weather. Hey, we don't have weather there, so we are going to look here where it's weather. I'm looking on Navgraph charts right now. Limiter 2950. Go ahead and set. I just hit B. Does it still do that? Nope. So we're going to go set manually. 2050. 2950 rather, as long as it has live weather. Go. Good to go. Alright. Perryville is actually at sea level, apparently. That's cool. Alright. Set. Make sure our standby altimeter is set. Yep. Standby flight instruments are good. Fuel quantity, we are good. Mixture set to full, check. Fuel selector valve, recheck that it is on both. Yep, they didn't bump it while they got in. Elevator's trim is still set for takeoff, check. Throttle at 1800 RPM, so let's go ahead and bring that up to 1800 RPM. I think they're going to have us, yeah, they're going to have us go ahead and do a full run up while we're here. That's cool. So let's go ahead and pop this up to 1800. Alright, that's 1800. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And we'll minimize that. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the mags. Air trim set to take off, throttle 1800. Mags. Alright, going to left mag only. A little bit of a drop there. What are we looking for? Nothing more than 150? Yeah, so we're good there. And right mag, staying about the same. So let's go ahead and put that back to both. Check. Engine indicator, we're good to go. Vacuum gauge, check. We're in the green. Ammeters and voltmeters, we are charging. Announcer check. No announcers shown, check. Throttle back to idle. Check that it idles, and then up to frequencies, we are set. Nav frequencies, we are set. XBDR, transponder, we are squawking VFR 1200. Flaps, 10% preferred. Alright, 10 degrees on the flaps. Strobe. We are not going to turn the strobe on until we're closer to the runway and release the brakes. All right, let's go ahead and announce our taxi. Let's go ahead and get that ATC back up here.
Kilo Papa Charlie Delta Traffic Cessna.
Go ahead and move this where it isn't in you guys' way.
90222 is
Put it
taxiing
over
to
here on one
runway
of my
2.
side screens. Go. All right, so we are good to go. I do still have taxi ribbon on, and the reason I have taxi ribbon on is because the runways aren't always.
Captain. I'm Chris. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Right? Well, Chris.
Hey there, my name's Jason.
Chris
I'm
and
Chris's
Jason.
brother. Thanks for taking me up today.
Yeah, no worries at all, Jason. We got Chris and Jason on board here. So the whole reason I leave taxi ribbons on is because whenever you look at the charts, they don't always have the taxiways labeled properly. So since I use Navigraph, then yeah, that's why I keep taxi ribbon on. But looks like we got a very short taxi today. We're gonna go ahead and come up here to the hold short box. Go ahead and stop right there. All right, let's go ahead and turn that strobe light on. Nav light is on. Landing taxi lights we're gonna go ahead and leave off. Fix release. Alright, normal flight checklist. Flaps 0 to 10. We got them set to 10. Throttle, we're going to go full. Mixture, we're going to go full. Climb speed is 70 to 80 knots. And flaps are going to be retracted as soon as we're on our climb. Alright, let's go ahead and next taxi. And we are departing to the south.
Kilo Papa Charlie Delta Traffic Cessna. November 90222.
So the game's still a little bit buggy, I've noticed. And what I mean about that is, like, you saw that big freeze there, obviously. But yeah, get a lot of flashes, get a lot of very interesting things, but all right. Throttle full of that. Airspeed is live. 27 looking for 65. 40 looking for 65. 50 looking for 65. 60 starting to get a little loose. 65 rotate. Alright, as soon as we get a little bit more above the ground, go ahead and pull those flaps up. There we go. Climb speed's going to be between 70 and 80. Pitch. Power. There we go. I think I got the blue boxes finally removed. But we'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and put these mission steps off screen as well. So I have noticed that it is freezing while I move boxes around, so not sure exactly what that's about. And we've got a huge FPS counter. That's cool too. Usually that's tiny. So we are on second day of release. These bugs will hopefully get fixed for us. All right, now we're going to go ahead and fly to Perry County, and of course the blue boxes are back. I thought I disabled those, but apparently I was wrong. So we're going to get over to Perryville as quick as we can. Yeah, I thought I got rid of these blue boxes, but apparently I did not.
Heights at all. I feel super safe, like we're in our own little bubble.
We are, I'm telling you. Flying is just absolutely insane. Just like we're just along for a little bubble. Along for the ride. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set an altitude for 1500. That's going to make sure that we are above the pattern and above everything else. A little shaky, a little windy out here today. Alright, and there's Perry County down there to the south.
Relax, Chris. You're gripping the seat, so you're gonna break your hand.
Chris is getting called out. There's the runway, so we're not going to overfly the runway, so that's good. And we are now above pattern altitude, so we are good there as well. Good to go. If anybody knows how to get rid of these blue boxes, let me know, because flight path is turned off in the
What a view.
settings.
We usually get some great sunsets around here from the sky.
Oh, we
Especially- I
absolutely
would love
get
to see
beautiful
that tonight.
sunsets here in southeast Missouri. A little bit of crosswind. You can see the plane kind of shaking back and forth a little bit, but not too bad. But turbulence is a little heavy right now. They're not complaining about it though, so we are good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and set our cruise. So I'm going to get back down to about 1500.
The sky is out of this world. We're lucky to see this.
Max seat with flaps down, and flaps are fully up. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's going to be a hit. So there's another bug that they need to work on. If I can get this trim set right, then we're pretty much going to be able to just cruise on over to Perryville. There we go. Let's take a look at the window. Beautiful. I am not using autopilot. We are hand flying this entire thing.
Do you remember the big family party Granny organized last year? I think it was down below.
Come
Oh,
on.
apparently they
the
had a
door's
party
open
down
now.
there. Is that Granny's barn over there? Or? Alright, let's watch those RPMs. Those RPMs flashing at me was not a good thing. I wish I had quick buttons for the checklist, or I can just go ahead and print off the checklist.
Chris? Everything okay?
Our pilot is giving us the VIP treatment. It's such a great moment.
We
I'll
try.
let you take it all in. We'll catch up afterwards.
Alright, everything's still looking good. Chris and what's his face? I hope you guys are doing alright. Guess I called him what's his face, because why not? Yeah, I'm gonna have to just print off the checklists, which is not a big deal.
I know we're off the ground, but it's not bad at all.
Oh, it really isn't, is it?
People are looking up at us.
Yeah, go ahead and wave at the guys on the ground there, Chris.
And this, look at that.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
Alright, now on these flight-seeing tours, I know that we're going to have to be slowed down pretty good, because usually you have to maintain 1,600 feet they want, and speed of 87. Alright. We're going to go ahead and climb up to 16. Unless my barometer is just completely off, which is what it sounds like. So, apparently they are not using live weather. It's a good thing that we do have the flight boxes. So, let me go ahead and set 299 back to standard day conditions. This one we're not going to get as good.
Not like you're my chauffeur, but we're going too fast for me to take it all in.
Yeah, I know, Chris. I know. I'm sorry about that, bud. There we go. We're just going to go ahead and pitch on back up there to 16. There we go. And get a little bit closer to the city. There we go. Alright, now we're green, green, green. There we go. That's much more better. I guess another thing I could have done was looked at the, I could have looked at the altitude for the airport and then set the barometer until the altitude read correctly. That could have been a thing that I did, but I didn't. Go ahead and pull back on that stick, just slow us down a little bit more. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fly to Perryville. So yeah, that circling a fixed point definitely wasn't my best. And a lot of that just has to do with getting used to the new sim. But I am impressed. We are at 1080p ultra settings, and we're at 60 FPS with the 4070 Ti. So very, very impressed with the performance. Now, we haven't tried flying up towards St. Louis, New York, or anywhere like that yet, where it's a little bit more heavily populated, but we do have ground traffic turned on. See some of the cars driving around down there. That was a huge frame killer in 2020, so I am very interested to see what happens here.
I thought there should have been a drone roll or something.
Jason. Alright, flight pattern entry. So we're just going to do a long final entry, apparently. I want to see if I can go ahead and get Perryville Municipal pulled up.
Kilo Papa Charlie Delta traffic Cessna, November 9022227 miles, south 2,000 feet, inbound to land runway 2.
Alright, we got our position announced. Now, I do wonder if eventually they're going to let Pilot Edge calls.
Hey,
I don't
Jason,
think so, though.
You've been kind of quiet. You okay?
Just taking it all in.
Totally. I feel the same.
Yeah, Chris, Jason, definitely. Enjoy it, enjoy it. We're going to be doing a long final into Perryville here on runway 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start sneaking over more towards my GPS flight path. I also wonder why my on the main flight display there, my indicator is a donut. That's interesting. Definitely gonna have to play around with that. But yeah, I'm loving the new sim so far. Like I said, it's kind of buggy, especially getting visual stutters, and also Bluetooth audio really seems to be cutting out. This is the only app that's cutting out on my Bluetooth, so I'm not sure what that's about.
We love this place so
But
much. It's very
yeah.
special for us flying over here with you, Captain.
Hey, I aim to please.
I see you're on your way back, guys. So, enjoy the ride?
Kilo Papa
You
Charlie
ready to do
Delta
it
traffic
again?
Cessna, November 90222 is on final runway 2 to land.
I like how they start playing background music as you're coming in for landing. Alright, let's go ahead and get that speed down along with the altitude. So I'm going to go ahead, pitch for speed, throttle for altitude. Pretty much going to go completely, there we go, we're safe flap speed. Keep that nose up. Alright, now we can start bringing that nose down. There we go, watch our speed, there we go, alright. Still staying idle to get down onto the glide slope. I'm watching the glide slope on the. I know we're visual, but still, when you got the GPS glide slope, might as well use it. There we go. Speed is staying good. I'm going to go ahead and throw another notch of flaps. Still way above the glide slope. A little bit more forward pressure, get that speed back up a little bit more. Touchdown, I believe, is 60 to 65, 75. So we're going to go ahead and keep that speed right around there. There we go. That's looking good. Alright, we're still off the glide slope, so we're still staying at idle. Going to go ahead and coming up on the glide slope though, so we're going to roll into the power very, very slowly. There we go. Now we're catching the ball on the way down. Do you guys see what I see, where the runway's kind of cut in half and slightly shifted off to the right there? Just past the taxiway? That's interesting. Alright, a little bit below the ball. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more power. We're going to keep that speed up. Full flaps right before landing. Alright, going idle over the numbers. Wait for the runway to bloom, waiting for the runway to bloom. Runway is blooming. Start that back pressure. Landed a little bit short there. I will be very... Oh, it was buttery smooth, but I'm going to be very critical of my landing there. Alright, go ahead and bring those flaps back up. Yeah, not too bad of a little flight there. Still getting used to the new sim. Do not have all my controls transferred over yet. I was really hoping that I'd be able to just load a config file for my controls, I'm not going to lie. But a lot of programming to do on the X56 there. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this new series I'm doing where I just go ahead and do my career flights on here. If you guys want to see anything else, make sure you let me know in the comments. Other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, hugs and shit, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Kilo Papa Charlie Delta Traffic Cessna, November 90222 is taxiing to parking.
Taxi speeding, did not realize that was the thing. That's cool. This guy's walking around over there on the apron. Got a lot more ground vehicles, I'm noticing, than 2020 did. Alright, let's get over here on the actual taxiway. You guys don't have to yell at me. I'm telling you, I'm learning. We have a marshal that's going to direct us in. No, he's just going to... See her right in front of me there.
No easy to win over the locals, but seeing them smile says it all.
Yeah, that'll work.
Well done, pilot.
Alright, let's go ahead and shut off the aircraft. Make sure to idle. Yeah, it won't let me do any of the other stuff. That's funny. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one.